This video is sponsored by EuroOptic. EuroOptic sells all the things that we all love for our favorite tools, and when they say something is in stock on the website, it is real time. It means they actually have it in stock, no drop shipping games, nothing like that. They ship the same day, and their red shipping provides 1 and or 2 day delivery options at no extra charge. So they have the stuff, they ship it quick, and they get it to you fast. Their sales staff are all American, all local. They're all shooters and outdoorsmen and hunters. And when you call in, you're actually talking to a person who will help you out. To learn more, head over to eurooptic.youknowwhat. And thanks to EuroOptic for sponsoring this video. Welcome back to the channel. All right, everybody. Thank you for returning back to the channel. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. I figured it's a good time right now because more information's come out on the constant, there's just the huge package of gun control that they're trying to force out through the House and the Senate, and give you a grounded look about what's going on. First off, let's calm down. A lot of it's not going to pass. A lot of it has zero chance, and now we have senators even saying as much. And I thought it was a good chance for everybody to get on the same page, because going forward there is one thing we need to worry about, and we're going to focus on that. And I also want to say that some of these quotes that I'm going to give you of these senators that came out yesterday, it shows just how affected they are by the pressure we're putting on them. And I owe that to you all, everybody who reaches out to these senators who let them have it. It is having an effect. So Chris Murphy, I've talked about this numerous times. Chris Murphy is leading this negotiation on the side of the Democrats, and he's working with John Cornyn and Lindsey Graham and the like. I've done a couple videos on this group that are negotiating what to do in order to, you got to do something, is their cry. Well, yesterday on Sunday, Chris Murphy was on Jake Tapper's show on CNN, and he came out and said that a lot of stuff isn't going to pass, but he is extremely confident that they will have something, and he kind of showed his cards. In fact, I'll just show you his quote here. And I'll have a link to this down below. He said, "I've never been part of negotiations as serious as these. There are more Republicans at the table talking about changing our gun laws, investing in mental health than at any other time since Sandy Hook. I've also been part of many failed negotiations in the past, so I'm sober-minded about our chances." He also said, "I'm more confident than ever that we're going to get there, but I'm also more anxious about failure this time around." Now, when pressed about what provisions that he thought would be able to get passed, he mentioned red flag and also narrower background checks. I've been talking to you a lot about red flags, and I showed a video, I'll upload it above, just how close they are to getting a red flag agreement. And the federal red flag bill that has been submitted time over time basically is a bribery scheme. It sets up grants so that states will do the dirty work. Your state will violate your rights, and they'll pay them the same way they did for the national speed limit back then, to have a speed limit of 55 miles an hour back in the day in the 80s. Remember, Sammy Hagar made a song about it. When they did the drinking age, because different states had different drinking ages, stuff like that. That's how they do it. They bribe states with money. If you don't conform, you don't get the money, which makes states conform, and they're going to do that with the red flag legislation. We've talked about that ad nauseum. I don't see them making any changes to the backgrounds, because they already happen, and the bills that are submitted have a registry. So I don't see that happening. Now, even though he mentioned background checks, the very next thing he said kind of contradicted that. Murphy said that the parties that are all in negotiations, they're not going to get everything they want, and he said including an assault weapon ban and expanded background checks. So they don't have the 60 votes on an assault weapon ban, nor do they have the 60 votes on the universal background checks. So we can take a breath there, but our fight is at red flag. Tapper then asked Murphy about raising the age to 21 regarding purchasing long guns. And this is what he said: "We are broadly trying to figure out what has 60 votes, but I think the template in Florida is the right one, which is do some significant mental health investment, some school safety money, and some modest but impactful changes in gun laws. That's the kind of package we're putting together right now. That's the kind of package I think can pass the Senate." Now, Murphy has also said that the negotiations are happening constantly. He was on the phone as late as Saturday night, they're still trying to get a package together that both sides can be amendable to. But he did say that he wasn't sure that they could get a package done in time for Schumer's deadline, which is the end of the week this week. One of the other senators doing some negotiations, Republican John Cornyn, he sent out a tweet a couple of days ago saying that more restrictive gun laws were not going to happen. Now, Murphy responded saying that the senators were, quote, not going to do anything that compromises people's Second Amendment rights, end quote. But that's exactly what a red flag law does. Even if they don't get one on the federal level, they're incentivizing states to violate the Second Amendment rights of all of the citizens. That's still a violation of the Second Amendment. So now, what about all of the bills this week that the House will be voting on, that Nancy Pelosi is pushing through? Yes, those bills are still going to happen. Yes, those bills will still pass the House. However, it is becoming clearer that the Senate knows they're not going to get 60 votes on them, so they're not even going to bring them to a vote. But the anti-gunners in the House will still bring them up to vote so that they can have a roll call vote. So when it comes to November's elections here in the midterm, they're going to use those, they're going to weaponize those results and say, hey, you know, we have two candidates here in this U.S. House Representatives District, and one is backed by Moms Demand Action and is for changing these laws, and the other one voted no on more restrictive gun laws, and we have to do something, common sense and blah 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 blah. That's what it's coming down to. It's an end game of red flags and winning the elections. So we can rest a little easier. Stay vigilant though, because things change like that in politics. So I have my eyes pinned, just like we were all day this morning. We were watching the United States Supreme Court. They released 3 decisions, not one we were waiting for, so we wait longer. Yeah, if you want to stay in the loop, guys and gals, hit that subscribe button down below. I will do my best to keep you up to date with everything as fast as it happens. And until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. This is the second video already this morning. It's just afternoon now. Second video for the day, so check back often. Double check your subscriptions, because YouTube's doing the purgy-wurgy game that they play. And if there's anything else today, you know where to find me, right here. Take care.